The early childhood of David Goggins was filled with fear and pressure. For years, he lived in an environment where every day felt like survival. But eventually, something changed. David's mother realized that staying in that situation was destroying their lives. One night, she made a courageous decision that would change everything. She took David and his brother and left. They escaped the house that had caused them so much pain. For the first time in his life, David was free from the constant fear that had surrounded his childhood. But freedom did not mean life suddenly became easy. His mother moved the family to Indiana, hoping for a fresh start. It was a completely different place. A new environment where they could begin again. However, starting over brought new challenges. David struggled badly in school. Years of stress and trauma had affected his ability to learn. Reading was difficult, and he often had trouble understanding lessons in class. While other students seemed to move forward easily, David felt like he was always falling behind. Teachers sometimes assumed he simply wasn't trying hard enough. But the truth was different. Echos didn't catch up. Slowly, a dangerous belief started growing inside his mind. He began to think he wasn't smart. He believed he wasn't capable. And when someone starts believing those things about themselves, they begin to limit what they think is possible. School became a place where David felt embarrassed and frustrated. But it wasn't easy-faced. As one of the few black students in his environment, David also experienced racism and bullying. Some people judged him before they even knew him. These experiences made him feel even more alone. By the time he reached his teenage years, David had very little confidence in himself. He didn't see himself as someone who could achieve great things. Instead, he saw himself as someone stuck in a life that seemed impossible to change. To escape those painful feelings, he started avoiding difficult challenges. Instead of pushing himself, he often chose the easier path. He tried to stay quiet, avoid attention, and simply get through each day. But deep inside, something was slowly building, even though David didn't realize it yet. Every struggle he faced was shaping his character. Every painful moment was building resilience. And one day, that resilience would turn into something powerful, because the Yuntegudenog was about to discover a level of strength that very few people ever reach. But before that transformation could happen, David would first have to face one of the most difficult periods of his life. And that moment was coming soon.